Hey beautiful people, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. I'm really excited because today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Fantasy Cosmetica Artificer collection. I'm looking up because I had to Google how to pronounce that. Pronounce. Good Lord Jesus. I promise I know English, guys. Anyways, the Artificer collection. This is brand new and I'm excited because y'all, she's neutral. It is neutral goodness. So, per usual, I'll give you guys all of the product details, pop up some swatches so you can see what it looks like on my complexion. In addition to the palette, there are a couple other products that I do want to show you. And then I'll come back at the end, show you guys my final thoughts. You'll have 3 looks in this video because I've been loving this palette because, again, she's neutral. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. I don't want to waste any time. So I also want to make sure that I pause to give you guys all the information at the end for the Black Friday sale, just in case you plan on picking some things up and you want to get your list started early. All right, and apologies if the light is in and out. It's fall. It's like, you know, I'm just grateful that there is some kind of sunlight, but you might see my face to fade in, fade out, do what it do, you know? So, the Artificer collection. Now, this collection, like I said, includes multiple pieces. So, at first, we have the 9-pan palette. This is typical for Fantasy Cosmetica. This is in par with all of their other design choices. You'll see that there are some product details on the back. There is a sleeve that comes with it. That's the exact copy of the palette. So, you don't need to keep both, in my opinion. In terms of the palette, again, it's a beautiful 9-pan neutral eyeshadow palette. We get 6 shimmers, 3 mattes, and this top shimmer here is actually kind of like a duo, so it's 2 shades in one. You can kind of stick to one side of the pan or the other, or mix them together. You'll see in the look that I create, I decided to mix them together. Some other product details. This is technically considered a pigment palette, which means if you are sensitive to pigments, just be mindful that can affect any skin sensitivities that you do have. I've never had any issues with it, but it also means that you get like really nice rich payout in terms of color. This does have a 12-month shelf life. It's not tested on animals, it's vegan, and it was made in China. So that is the first product, the Artificer palette. Now, in addition to the Artificer palette, the brand is also releasing a magnetic empty palette. It's a very similar color story, very generic. It looks like there's little like snaky things going on here. Snakes are not my thing. Just gonna put it out there. But it's a magnetic palette. It does come with a mirror, and you'll see that there are 3 single shades in here because they're also releasing singles, just 3 of them. So we have 3 single shades as well. Now, in terms of pricing, before I get too far along, the Artificer palette is going to retail for $39.99. The empty magnetic palette is going to be $11.99, and the single shades are going to be $14.99 each, or you can pay $39.99 for all 3 shades in terms of a collection. We're not done though. Couple other products. There is a like toolkit that comes with the palette, and I love this idea because eyeshadow is fragile and it breaks. So the brand actually developed this sort of like repair toolkit. Now, first and foremost, there's the pan remover tool. This is a magnetic tool to pick up like the pans out to the palette. So if you don't have a magnet to remove pans, this is actually really cool. And then there's a full like eyeshadow repair kit. So it comes with a little like spatula type of device. So that way you'll be able to dig into the pans, get all of the product out. You do have a little clear plastic case. And the most important thing, in my opinion, are these 2 pressing tools. So one is round in case you're working with round pans, and the next is square in case you're working with square pans. So if you have a shadow that arrives in the mail and it's broken, then you can easily press it back together. If you need to take it out, add some mixes, whatever it is you need to do, or if you just need to like press it together, I think this is really phenomenal. So if you want the like repair kit, that's going to retail for $22.49, and the pan remover tool is going to be $14.99. Now, I do have an affiliate code with the brand, which means that if you shop through my code, you will save 10% and I will get a small commission. It's just Jamila. So if you are planning to pick anything up in this collection or anything up from the brand, you will end up saving 10% using the code Jamila. Now, Let me actually swatch the single shades because, to be honest, this entire review is done solely with the palette because I forgot about the single shades until I started filming this intro. Don't judge me, y'all. So I want to like actually swatch them for you guys here live, which I haven't done in a while. So the first shade we have is Adamantine. Is that thing that what's his name? Wolverine. Is that Wolverine's like metal thing? Okay, sun. You see, sun is doing too much. Oh, that is beautiful. And really smooth. Oh, this is a hollow shade. Damn, this is pretty. Now I'm mad I didn't use this. This is a stunning holographic shade. Oh my god. I immediately want to take everything off my face and put this on my eyes. This is gorgeous. I'm regretting my life decisions today. Next up we have Damascus. Again, still very neutral leaning. And we're gonna put this one. Okay, come on, sun. Oh, let me adjust the lighting a little bit. Okay, there we go. So we have Damascus. Wait, wrong finger. Oh, that is pretty. Where this is really high shine, this is smoother and a little bit more subtle. But it's a very similar, not really. This is more pink and this is more purple, honestly, in terms of like the flips and the tones. Very pretty, both of them. And then the last shade, Stygium? Stygium. I think that's what it's called. If y'all could read that. I'm sorry for my pronunciation, y'all. This one is definitely more silvery. Oh, that's pretty. It's like a silvery blue. So we have 3 beautiful holographic shades. All still very neutral and wearable, but with a hint of drama. You know what I mean? Okay, now that you've seen the single shadow swatch as well as the palette swatch, let's go ahead and dive into the demos of me using the palette, and then I'll come back at the end and give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. As you can see, the palette is brand new, haven't touched, haven't swatched. I'm really interested in this shade because I wonder what it would look like if I blend it together, but I want to do a neutral look today. I'm feeling extra basic, so I'm actually going to start by going in with this brown shade called Craft, and that's going to be my transition shade, so I'm going to pop that directly into the crease. And I primed my lids with my Pat McGrath primer, which has been my holy grail and only go-to for like months at this point. I definitely will need to pick one up, probably during her Black Friday sale. That is pretty. If you guys have recommendations of a primer that's like similar in texture and performance to Pat McGrath, please let me know. I would be happy to try that out. I've just been so impressed with this one. Oh, these mattes are blending so easily, so quickly. Obsessed. And we're gonna keep it simple. Next, I'm gonna go in with Build. That is really beautiful, rich, almost blackish brown. And I'm just popping that into the outer corner, blending that inwards. And this is also just blending so well, so easily. I'm just going back over with the first brush, blending these two together. And now time for the shimmers. Now immediately, like, this greenish shade It's very, very interesting. I know this is a multi-chrome. I haven't swatched it yet. This one also caught my eye. It does seem like this is one of those, what's that new word? I'm blanking. Anyways, but I think I'm gonna go in with this. I'm interested in seeing what these smoother texture shades do. As you can see, these are much larger, much chunkier textures. But I'm kind of curious as to what these shades are gonna do. So I'm taking that shade. It's called Inscription. Oh, that's pretty. I'm just putting that into the outer part of the eye. I thought this would be really like dark and deep. It looks super dark in the pan, but actually it's very pretty. Now I want to go in with this gold, but I don't know how it's gonna look with this. I actually think this shade might suit it better. Maybe even this one. Let me just swatch it because it's been... Huh. That is really pretty. Ooh. You know what? Let's put that on. So that is Acid Etched. That's that multi-chrome shade that definitely caught my eye. These are gonna be 2 shades. And I'm gonna put that into the, oh yeah, into the inner part of the eye. And just blend that into that first shade. This is gonna be such a multi-dimensional, like neutral look too. Okay, this is the framework. Let me go ahead, clean this up, blend everything out, and I'll come back and show you guys the final look.
Dreams broken, but I've woken up. Walls closing, but I know and trust that I'll be enough. Finally aligned with me.
Okay, let's go into the next look. Again, starting off with this beautiful neutral shade Craft. And I'm just plopping that directly into the crease, blending it out. Oh my god, and this blends so quick and easy. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of Tinker and pop that right underneath. This would actually make a good transition shade as well. I thought it would be overly pigmented and maybe a little bit too bright, but no. It's actually perfect. May even be slightly lighter than the other shade. And I'm pulling that a little bit further forward than I typically would. Lastly, we're going into that chocolate brown build again. And that's going to be our outer corner. Okay, let's go into shimmers. Like, I really want to put these 2 on my lids, but I'm very curious about this one in the center. So I'm just going to mix these 2 together. Ooh. Now that's pretty. Oh, yeah. Okay. That was a good choice. I wonder if I can use it as, like, split pans, but honestly, mixing them together produced this really beautiful shade, which I am not mad at.
But nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know.
I want to say it's coppery, but it's really like more red, almost like rust like. It's so beautiful. Now, I am curious as to what this alloy is going to give. Okay, no, that's going to be way too much with this look. I really want to go in with the gold, but but I always want to go in with gold. And then there's the more standard neutral. Like this would be so beautiful. This would be really nice and poppy. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, now let's just do the gold, which is transmutation. Because I've been dying to put this on my eyes. These shadows are so soft to the touch.
Nobody needs to know.
Oh yeah.
You'll be taking first class and not
Gorge. Like these would apply really easily with just a brush. Like you don't need to use your fingers. Okay, this is the framework. This is what we're going for. Let me go ahead, clean it up, and I'll be right back to show you final look.
Nobody needs to know. Nobody. We're gonna outshine today. Yeah, we're gonna light the way. We got that golden glow. We got that golden glow. Look at us both, we're still shining, bright as the stars. We can't hide it, Not even the sun can top it. You feel the vibe, she can't knock it. Look at us both, we're still shining, bright as the stars. We can't hide it, Not even the sun can top it. You feel the vibe, she can't knock it. This one, that one, wanna talk about it, baby. They trying to understand how you got me, but nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know. Looking real attractive, so they asking about me, baby. Trying to get a little closer and get a sense about it, but nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know. We're gonna outshine today. Yeah, we're gonna light the way. We got that golden glow. We got that golden glow. Oh yeah. We like to run a little wild, so ain't no cares about us. Yeah, I guess we're moving real fast, so a little flair about us, but nobody needs to know.
Talk about it. Actually, before we talk about it, I'm gonna pull you guys in a little bit close because this is actually technically a fourth look that I did using this palette, and I am actually obsessed with this. This might actually be my favorite look that I created using the palette. And you want to know what I did? Tell y'all. I went in with that first shimmer shade that I fell in love with. This one right here. This shimmer shade. It is called Inscription. So I took that and I put it all over the lid, and then I went in with Craft as the matte and I blended out the edges, and that was it. That's everything that I did. And this is how that came out. And I love this because this is so true to the looks that I have been doing lately. That one and done, where it's just one shimmer shade blended out by a matte or some bronzer. That is so, I think this is it. We're done. Okay, so as you can probably tell, I love this palette. I love this collection. I have been really into neutral collections and neutral color stories lately. So this, I think, speaks so well to the mood and the sort of, not vibe, honestly, the direction in which my makeup tastes have gone in. And I think that this is not only a natural, neutral leaning palette, but it has a little bit of drama and a little bit of sparkle to it. So it's not boring at all. This is not a boring neutral palette. This is, and I wouldn't even call it a spicy neutral. It's just like neutral with some drama. I don't know. That's where my mind is leaning towards. But I love this so much. I find it to be extremely wearable. I love that they gave us 6 shimmer shades to choose from. And I really like the mattes that they chose for this. One of the things that I've said continuously about Fantasy Cosmetica, and I will continue to say this, is that when they choose mattes for palettes, they tend to stick into what people consider mid-tone and deep shades, which for me, and for people that are darker than me, what are considered mid-tone shades are typically transition shades for us. So the fact that they used mid-tones and then a really deep, rich brown means that I can use all of the mattes in this. I was really worried there might have been like a dusty matte, but honestly, Fantasy Cosmetica has rarely ever given me a palette where I cannot use the mattes. And that's really important because the palettes are nine pans, you know? And if you only have 3 matte shades and you can't use 1 or 2 of them, then it makes it very, very hard. So I love that the matte shades in here really do have the depth that somewhat of a darker complexion like me can use. So very, very happy with this. Let me just give you guys a couple other details because I'm realizing, looking at the info that they sent me, that I forgot to tell you guys that there are bundles. So if you're interested in picking up everything or bits and pieces of everything, there are some bundle options that will save you a little bit more money. If you wanted to get the full collection, so the palette, magnetic palette, singles, the tool, the toolkit, everything, that's going to run you $99. And again, remember, I do have an affiliate code with the brand, so you can save an additional 10% with that. I think that's not bad for a full collection. I actually think that's really, really good. If you wanted to get, oh, this is different. If you wanted to get a mystery palette, which is curated 12 shadow color story in the Crafter's Journey palette, which is the magnetic palette. So if you wanted to get a mystery palette in that empty magnetic palette and you get 12 shadows, that's going to cost you $44.99. And again, I have an affiliate code. If you want to get a mystery palette, so a curated 12 shadow color story in the empty magnetic palette, that includes all 3 of the holochrome shimmers that I showed you guys, that's going to cost you $49.99. So there you go. Lastly, this palette will launch November 20th. I'm hoping to get this up before that. So stay tuned, stay tuned. I'm going to try to film this. I'm going to try to edit this video today. All right, so let's end on Black Friday deals. You guys know Black Friday is right around the corner. In addition to like the big box store brands, every single brand is going to have their own individual Black Friday sale. I may do a separate video that just talks about all of the sales that are happening, but since we're talking about Fantasy Cosmetica right now, and they did send me their Black Friday information, I'm going to give y'all it now so you can start getting your carts ready, okay? So the sale will run from November 20th to December 1st. So the sale actually starts the day that this palette launches. This will likely be excluded, but I don't see anything saying that it is. So just saying. It doesn't say here that it's excluded. So hey, it might be included in the sale, you guys. Just keep that in mind. And in addition to the sale prices and the discounts that'll be there, you can use my code for an additional discount. So keep that in mind. Affiliate codes are going to stack. You can use my code. You can use anybody else's code. Just make sure you're adding that code on top of it so you get the biggest discount possible. Now, if you do decide to pick up any of the palettes or bundles, that will range from 20 to 50% off. If you pick up any of their lip oils or lipsticks, those will be 60% off. So huge discount there, you guys. Their single shadows are going to be 50% off. They have really good single shadows, especially if you're into or in the market for some holographic shadows or some really, really multi-dimensional, like multi-chromes. This is a great, great opportunity to get them at 50% off. That's a steal, you guys. Perfumes, and if you know, you know. I love the Fantasy Cosmetica fragrances. I'm gonna do a video for you guys on that, and I'm deciding that now because fragrances is something that I love, that I really have a pretty decent sized collection on, but I never really talk about. And I really like sort of niche, unique, not common fragrances. I'm also not a huge like sweet gourmand girly, so I love a good unisex, maybe a little bit musky, slightly leaning masculine scent. So if you are someone that prefers a little bit more of a unique scent profile, I'm going to do a separate video because Fantasy Cosmetica is beyond unique. The longevity of their fragrances are amazing, and they have some really good options for both men and women. So keep that in mind. I'll do a separate video. I say all that to say the perfumes are going to be 30% off. So really great discount. Brushes. And I love their brushes. I think that they have a really, really great brush collection that is surprisingly soft for synthetic brushes. Like, surprisingly soft. I use them a lot. I'm trying to see if I have any that are like clean right now. Like, they come in, they're really pretty blue, very gorgeous. They don't feel cheap. Like, they do have a decent weight to them. And again, very, very soft for synthetic brushes. So those will be 10 to 40% off. And lastly, their nail polish. I like their nail polishes. They're really nice. And since I've started doing my own nails, I've been using, I did get some nail polishes from Fantasy Cosmetica as well, from Cliona Cosmetics in PR. So I use that now to do my own nails. I've stopped going to the nail salon. One, it takes so much time. It's so expensive. And the gel really has like my nails. I have really soft nails to begin with. So I just figured I could save time and money by just doing it home and using regular nail polish rather than the gel nail polish, which has not been great for my nail beds. And also I started seeing some research that it's not great for like fertility and like women's health just generally. So, you know, I would like to have babies someday, so I'm not trying to mess anything up right now. So yeah, those are going to be 25% off. Okay. So what will be on sale, but affiliate codes will not apply for, is the Enchanted Autumn Collection. That will be 35% off. So both, oh, I love that candle. So the Enchanted Autumn Collection, both the individual items and the bundles will be 35% off. So that includes the palette, the lip balms, and the Whispering Woods candle. I really like that palette. I remember that. I distinctly remember really, really liking that palette. And I really, really, really liked the candle. They also have candles. I don't think I told you guys that. I wonder if that's the only candle that's available still. Maybe. We'll have to double check. What will not be on sale is the Witches Familiar palette and the Artificer collection. Oh, that's fair. So the Witches Familiar palette is actually the collab that they just did with Batty Bean. I do have it. I'm sorry I haven't gotten a chance to review it for you guys. I will do my best to try to get a video up on that. And this collection will not be on sale. But again, even though it's not on sale for Black Friday, you can still use affiliate codes to get you a little 10% off. And lastly, if you do purchase orders that are over $75, you will get a free brush. So, lots to consider. I know there are going to be lots of other sales from other brands, but I wanted to make sure you guys had all the details. So as you're creating your lists and you're budgeting for your Black Friday purchases, you can consider Fantasy Cosmetica. I personally love shopping, you know, smaller indie brands that are worth the money and that actually put out really great products. And Fantasy Cosmetica has been one of the more consistent, or the most consistent indie brands I've like seen and really like enjoyed their products from. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got like 2 other videos to film today, so I'm gonna head out so I can get those prepped and ready to go. I appreciate y'all so much more than you know. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.